was raining goals in the FA Cup this weekend. We look at the second qualifying round. Yes, we're back with some more football chat, and this time we're back with a look at the FA Cup. It was the second qualifying phase over the weekend. Don't forget, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more football content coming your way. And hit that like button while you're there as well. You never know, it might bring your side just some luck this weekend. I went along and watched a potential banana skin for Maidstone United down at Oakland Park when they played Chichester City. An absolute classic cup tie, one that nearly went the wrong way for Maidstone. It was level at 1-1. George Elokobi, the ex-Wolves man, nearly scored an absolutely outrageously embarrassing own goal, but it came back off the crossbar. Maidstone then turned the heat up a little bit, and despite the best interests of Kieran McGee, they did win 3-1. 19-year-old Daniel Iqbal scored his first ever FA Cup goal, and it meant that Redhill produced a phenomenal result away at Phoenix Sports, a club at the same level above them, and also for much of the game they were playing that with 10 men. Absolutely fantastic performance for Redhill. They are actually unbeaten so far away from home, picking up 6 wins and 1 draw so far in their competitive matches this season, Redhill. And they'll be buoyed by the fact they're drawn away yet again. They're going to need to put a little bit more into the tank for this one. They're playing a team 2 steps above them this time around in the shape of Yate Town. Yate Town sitting 16th in the Southern League Premier, but having said that, they are very buoyed on by the fact that they just beat high-flying Gosport 2-0 in the second qualifier. So it definitely pays to be a good match between Yate and Redhill in the next round. Staying in the Combined Counties Premier Division South takes us to Jersey Bulls, and they had their replay on Tuesday night against Sutton Common. Sutton had to travel over the water after a 2-2 draw at Sutton. Jersey Bulls, in particular Sol Solomon, took it to them and they went through to the next round, and it's a fantastic achievement from Jersey. Although they sit near the bottom of the table, they have only played the 3 league matches so far and picked up 4 points into the Cup third round at their first time of asking. It's a very, very good start for Jersey so far. Some sides in Jersey's league have played 10 matches already compared to the 3 that Jersey have. And speaking of 10, Jersey are the top scorers in the FA Cup so far, mainly thanks to the 10 that they scored past Horsham YMCA in the preliminary rounds before we got to this stage. National League sides don't enter until the 4th qualifying round, meaning that the National League North and South sides who have joined at this point were the teams hoping to avoid them banana skins. And there was no problems for the likes of Havant and Waterlooville, Billericay, Dorking, Ebbsfleet, Maidstone, Dartford, Eastford, Hungerford, Bath City, Hampton and Richmond, and then obviously Chippenham and St Albans winning their replay, meaning they went through to the next round. And in the north, Boston United, Brackley, Guiseley, Curzon Ashton, Gateshead, Gloucester, Leamington, Kidderminster and York all went through first time of asking, and replays needed for the likes of Chester Blythe, Kettering Southport and Spennymoor to progress, and they have their names in that hat for the 3rd qualifying round. One side from that level who certainly did not have a good afternoon on Saturday was that of Tonbridge Angels. There were certainly no angels or mythical creatures looking down upon Tonbridge on Saturday, as they got absolutely annihilated at the hands of a side one step below them, but with a 100% record in the league, 5 points clear of any team in their division. That is, of course, the impressive Hayes and Yedding. The SkyX Community Stadium is a place nobody wants to go to right now. 23 league goals in their 7 matches, 9 in the 2 FA Cup games. They are really in dreamland at the moment, Hayes and Yedding, and they don't look like slowing down. Some absolutely fantastic goals from the weekend. Quality in the side of Jaloa, Amati, Moses Emmanuel, just to name a few. Some real top quality there at Hayes. There's a lot to be excited about, and they do have a home game in the next game as well against Whitehawk. Whitehawk, a side who not too long ago, a couple of weeks in fact, went to their league namesake Chichester and conceded 6. And although they have a very massive win at the weekend, a 3-1 win over Slough Town, they do need to step it up again, you would feel, even though Hayes are lower in the pyramid to Slough, but to get a job done, nobody wants to go to the Skyhurst Community Stadium right now. So, who scored the most goals in the FA Cup at the weekend? That feat goes to Folkestone Invicta. They scored 7 away from home at Ashford Town. Ada Youssef grabbed himself a hat-trick in that match. 6 goals were scored by Boston against Corby. Bromsgrove Sporting hit 6 Parks Worksop, and Gateshead beat their league sake, Bradford Park Avenue, 6-2 at home. Aylesbury United, Havant and Waterlooville, Tamworth, Dartford, Peterborough Sports, Hayes and Yedding and Weston-super-Mare all hit 5 in their matches. Peterborough Sports, certainly just like Hayes and Yedding, enjoying the start of the season, scoring goals so freely. 20 in 7 matches so far. They got through the second qualifying round with an 8-goal thriller at Great Wakering, who definitely put up a good effort in a 5-3 away win for Peterborough Sports. But again, like Hayes and Yedding, they're not going to be a side people are running to play at the moment. FA Cup stories are always romantic, and this is the best time of the season to get those real love stories for the Cup going. And no more so at the moment than Norwich United. Minnows compared to their namesake City, who sit in the Premier League in England. But for Norwich United, it was the first time ever they had got to this stage of the FA Cup with a victory. They're now in the 3rd qualifying phase of this tournament, and that is quite a feat for this club. They were made to sweat a little bit, but they did knock out Mildenhall Town from the same league as Norwich. But a late goal from Mildenhall ensured that it was going to be a pretty nervy ending for Norwich in that match. The Planters, have made history. And they travel to Stamford in the next round. Stamford will be buoyed as well by the fact that they travel to AFC Telford from the National League North and managed to get the victory to go through. But Norwich will hold no fears. They'll go to Stamford with their heads held high, nothing to lose, as they now try and progress to the 4th qualifying round, where there could be some real big boys to play in that draw. And it's not just the Premier League sides that churn out these youngsters. You look at Norwich and the story they came out of after the game. 2 players have been with Norwich United since the under-7 stage. And Tom Grant and Lenny Blythe, it was an absolute and memorable occasion for them, and one Norwich will be proud of as well. They've adapted them all the way through the divisions, and they made the bench in their cup game against Mildenhall. A great feat and a fantastic weekend for Norwich United. So as we look into the next round, there's some big ties and some real potential banana skins. Marske United, fresh from beating South Shields 3-0, which not a lot of sides will do this season. Their reward is a trip at... Well, they're not going to trip anywhere, are they? They're going to be at home, but they're going to be playing Chester, who needed a replay to beat Darlington on Tuesday night. They did do that, and they now go to Marske in a potential banana skin for the Chester side. Runcorn Lanettes will be hosting Gateshead, and who won their replay against higher opposition, Hemel Hempstead, who have had an awful start to the season. They host Kidderminster Harriers, hoping for another upset there. And that really will be a tough trip down there for Kidderminster Harriers. Hanley Town, they go up against Brackley Town in a pretty big game for Hanley. They had another good cup run, didn't they, not too long ago as well. And the reward for free scoring at Peterborough Sports means that they will have a trip to AFC Dunstable. AFC Dunstable have also had a very good start to the season, so there definitely will be surely a few goals in that game and a very interesting affair to come, you would think, from that match. Folkestone Invicta, fresh from there, 7 goals in Saturday's matches in the second qualifying round. Their reward is a home game against Gloucester, which really would be probably one of the tie of the rounds when you look at it. Gloucester haven't had a great start to the season in the league and conceded a few goals, including that embarrassing 9 away at Chorley. They won't fancy their trip to Folkestone, and Folkestone will be hoping a banana skin is definitely there for the taking, and you wouldn't bet against them, I'm sure, next week. Sholing are going well, and their award for knocking out sides like Baffins, Milton Rovers, Alton, and a massive away win at Tiverton Town last Saturday is another away tie, and they go to Bedfont Sports Club. Big game, but Sholing have shown all the way that they are very strong this year, and they have, while they have the promotion aspirations, there's no reason why they can't get to the first round proper this year. Horsham go up against Eastbourne Borough in another game that promises to be a thrilling contest. And Hornchurch, last season's FA Trophy winners. Not sure they'll get to Wembley at this point going to regarding the FA Cup final, but they're certainly there for the taking for them to get to the FA Cup first round, isn't it? They hope to emulate that cup run that they had last year, and they travel to Bowers and Pitsea, meaning there's definitely a chance to go through. Weston-super-Mare, 5-star performance. Their reward is probably one of the toughest trips you could probably ask for in this round, and that is an away tie at Dorking Wanderers. Weston-super-Mare will have to be at their real best to get past a dogged Dorking side. That is it for our roundup and our look ahead to the next round of the qualifiers of the FA Cup. Who do you think will get through to the next round? Let us know in the comments down below. Is your side still in this competition? Who do you want to get through to? And if you got to the first round proper, what clubs near you would make for a thrilling derby? There's definitely stories out there that always come along, and Norwich United, no more so from them. Red Hill, clubs like that, they've really had a fantastic weekend of football. Let's hope the FA Cup brings some more goals and brings some more quality as it did for last weekend and the replays from Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and there'll be more football content coming your way very soon. Stay safe. Up the footy.